guys, today I'm sharing with you the two stocks that I'm buying in January 2021. They're both growth stock and I'm very excited to share them with you. I think they have great outlook for the next 5 to 10 years. I plan to hold them for at least 5 years. And I can't wait to show you my bullish thesis on each of these, and I hope you enjoy it. But before we get started, I would really appreciate an early thumbs up, and if you could consider subscribing to my channel, that would mean a lot to me and allow me to create more content for you guys. Thank you very much, and let's get right into it. The first stock is Aqua Bounty Technology, ticker symbol AQB. So what is AQB? It is currently trading at 657 million in market cap. It is a very small company. It is a company that ARK invested in under its Genomic Revolution ETF, ticker symbol ARKG. ARK invests roughly $105 million or 0.89% of its ARKG funds into AQB. Aqua Bounty basically creates genetically engineered salmon with innovative land-based farms to provide answers to a rapidly increasing global demand for high-quality seafood. It is a pioneer in the future of seafood using technology and innovation. Let's take a look at the timeline of this company. Even though they were established in the 1980s, they received FDA approval for various activities beginning in 2009. And in 2015, there was a key event for this company with the FDA approved its salmon. In 2018, it began building a farm in Indiana to start raising salmon. In 2019, the first batch of genetically engineered salmon eggs entered the Indiana farm hatchery. Then just last year, 2020, it began to harvest the first batch of Atlantic salmon. I believe that it was in Q4 of 2020. The business expects to keep producing and up to 55,000 tons of salmon annually by 2028. Based on various research reports, the global salmon fish market is expected to reach $21.2 billion in 2024, with a growth at the compound annual growth rate of 7.72% over the period of 2020 and 2024. There is general recognition that the traditional producers will be unable to supply the booming demand. So, Aqua Bounty has a farm in Indiana that is 122,000 square feet and is able to raise 1,200 metric tons of salmon each year. The first harvest of the company's genetically engineered salmon took place, like I indicated earlier, in 2020 at Q4. The company also has a second farm of about 89,000 square feet that is home to state-of-the-art R&D hatchery, with its first harvest expected in early 2021. So you could tell that the company has just begun. 2021 is the beginning of the story for this company, with its first batch of salmon being harvested in 2021. It started to harvest the core products in the late 2020 and will continue into early 2021. It is only at the beginning of the long-term growth trajectory for this company. Let's take a look at what analysts say about this company. Analysts estimate that the company will grow 1,800% in revenue in 2021. Well, that is mostly due to very minimal activities and revenue in 2020, so that is understandable. But really, 2021 is a big leap toward growth and revenue for this company. And analysts also foresee that the company continue to operate at a loss in 2021, but at a much smaller loss, only 39 cents per share. The company has almost $40 million in cash and almost $70 million in total assets, with only $11 million in liability. It is cash rich and has the ability to continue expanding and operating with little margin for a little while. On the income statement, there is not much revenue here. as we know that the first batch was not harvested until Q4 of 2020. So the story of this company really just began in 2021. My bullish thesis here is that the company has an 8-year long-term trajectory for growth. So 2021 would begin the exponential growth that will last until 2028. Genetically engineered salmon has the potential to disrupt the food market if the taste is comparable to regular Atlantic salmon. The FDA has also approved the product, so it is safe to consume. So if this company is successful in execution, I can foresee it expanding into other type of fish and seafood in the next several years. I can see its product will be shipped into Costco in the near future, and it will be displayed next to the traditional salmon and labeled genetically engineered at a much lower cost. And it will be very interesting to see how the market reacts to it, assuming the taste is comparable. So I strongly believe in genetically engineered food that is comparable in taste and is FDA approved. So I think the company has a long future ahead of it. The second stock I'm buying throughout January 2020 is Tattoo Chef, ticker symbol TTCF. I'm super excited about this company. It has the right business model for the right demographic at the right time. This is the company that makes and packages plant-based food for distribution to retailers like Target and Walmart, but also directly to the consumers. The pandemic has given it a boost since a lot of people start to shift to deliver food to minimize their exposure to the supermarket. Additionally, it is convenient and save a lot of time to be able to defrost or just heat up food, frozen food, and consume without cooking. The folks that would normally eat lunch at restaurants would not have to do anything other than open their home office door, go down to the kitchen, pick up a box of mac and cheese bowl or cheese pizza, and be able to consume right then and there. This is a growing company with increasing products to offer. It had 38 SKUs, which are product types in 2020, and 62 in 2021, which is a 63% year-over-year growth. An increase in SKU is both exciting and painful because it requires a lot of changeover during production, different labels, different ingredients, different food processing requirements, which can translate to less efficiency. However, you wouldn't want a food manufacturer that only offers a few products to choose from. Growing SKUs is part of their growing pain, but it is necessary to offer diversity for the consumers. Here is the list of its growing customers. Note that it is distributed across the country to major retailer and clubs such as Costco, Walmart, Target, Albertsons, C&S, wholesale grocers, and so on and so forth. This company's biggest challenge in the coming months is to have adequate supply for the market, as well as ensuring its packaging and transportation plans are solid. With the rise of work-from-home millennial workforce, I've seen the rise of Home Chef, HelloFresh, Harvest, and now Tattoo Chef. Tattoo Chef, however, has the best packaging of the bunch. It does not require any cooking and offers very delicious plant-based food, which is a big market within the food industry in the coming years. Look at the impressive growth curve for this company. The 5-year compound annual growth rate is 63%. That is insane. In 2019, its revenue jumped from $32.5 million to $84.9 million, which is a 160% increase with 12 new SKUs. Then from 2019 to 2020, a 74% increase with 17 new SKUs from 21 to 38. So it is expected to grow double digit again in 2021. In fact, analysts estimates that the company would grow 51.4% in 2021 with an earning of 16 cents per share. That's very impressive. Look at this one. Manufacturing capacity was already doubled in 2020, but will double again in 2021. This is all within the same existing footprint, meaning for the same amount of rent and square footage, they get more production out of it, which also means lower cost per unit and more margin. The operation is vertically integrated from growing ingredient to harvesting, designing, and manufacturing. Everything is done by the same company. They're not outsourcing at all. This generally saves costs and speed up the production process. Compared to the 21 billion market for fish, there is a 55 billion in frozen market for TTCF to disrupt. Here it is again. The overall frozen food category outpaced the general center of store food categories. Millennials and Gen Z are driving growth in the frozen food section due to convenience, frozen, fresh, and plant-based food. Long term, it is a $380 billion global frozen food market. That is huge for TTCF to disrupt. Let's take a quick look at their financials. Revenue for the first 9 months of 2020 increased 87% compared to the same period in 2019. So year over year revenue increased 87%, while quarter over quarter revenue increased 65%. The company was still in the loss position at the end of Q3 2020, but I believe that this can quickly change in 2021, and we've seen analysts already projected 16 cents per share. This company has so much to offer in 2021 and beyond, with the growing list of customers that are both retailers and wholesalers at the national level. It speaks volume to the demand for its product. The vertically integrated process and manufacturing will ensure efficiency and cost optimization. The 5-year outlook for this company is bright if it continues to execute well. So I'm very, very bullish on this company. As always, I'm not providing any financial advice, legal advice, or tax advice. Please do your own research. Take a look at my video for reference only, and do not bet a farm on all of these stock. They're very good growth stock, but never, never go 100% all in on any stock. Thank you. And that is it for this video. I hope you find it insightful. Of course, in conjunction with AQB and TTCF, I'm buying a lot of Tesla. I'm so excited that we're all in this venture together. If you have any idea of future video, or if you have any tickets to bowl that you would like me to take a look at, I'd be happy to take a look at it for you. Good luck, and I hope that I provide some useful information for you. Thank you.